Good morning everyone, today we're checking out a brand new video from Dead Meat, the kill count for the 2025 movie Hell of a Summer. Sorry that gap seemed a little weird, my brain for some reason was having trouble saying 2025. Anyway, let's hop in and see how many people had a hell of a summer.
Hey everybody, as of today our latest YouTubes are available to pre-order. And look at these things, dude. It's me and Chelsea as Chucky and Megan. These are officially licensed with Universal, and they're also much larger than I expected them to be. But they're so soft and high quality, and I love them. I think they're adorable. These are only available for 4 weeks, and then pre-orders are going to be closed. So get them all you can. Just go to the link in the description, or go to youtube.com/collection/dead-meat. Chelsea has a little Megan. I fucking love it.
That is nice. That is really nice. Okay.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies and show you how they were made. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at Hell of a Summer, which premiered in 2023 but had its wide release in 25. Hell of a Summer is a
really now? Huh, okay, didn't know that.
A summer camp slasher comedy, co-written and co-directed by Finn
it's
Wolfhard and Billy Brick, who also co-star in it. They started writing the script when they were teenagers and filmed it 3 years ago when they were 19 and 22. It was the first time either of them had directed a feature film.
How are you directing yourself? How was that?
It's a good question. It was an idiotic move on my part.
Their inexperience and age caused them to run into funding issues. Doesn't matter if you were in Stranger Things. The studio's not gonna want to give a teenager millions of dollars to make a movie. They eventually found a financier and Jason Bateman's production company to help them out. And with that, these college-age kids were able to make their own coming-of-age teen comedy that's also kind of a slasher. They wanted to make a movie by Gen Z for Gen Z, with teenage characters who felt authentic and fresh. And yeah, some of the dialogue is uniquely contemporary.
What the hell was that, man?
9 out of every 10 straight relationships, the woman performs the first sexual favor on her male partner. How's that for unfair?
Why do you know that?
But honestly,
yeah, no, that's a good question. And second of all, if you do know that, why don't you perform the first action?
Most of it feels pretty recycled, from the vegan jokes to the rowdy cast of counselors just waiting to be killed off one by one. This thing is by the numbers and tropey. It is definitely not—
Place your bets, place your bets. If it's following tropes, would a black guy be the first person to die? Sorry, black person. No idea if there is a black guy, we saw a black girl.
Not going to blow your mind. But it might be a perfect candidate for an entry-level horror flick, especially for younger viewers. You've been in this situation before. Your kid or squeamish friend says they're finally ready to try watching a horror movie. You don't want to scare those fuckers off with Martyrs or Terrifier. You want to ease them in with something that'll hit familiar beats. Hell of a—
My first horror movie was Saw, and I then binged the entire Saw series up to the final chapter, which was all that was out when I, finally binged it. And then, I've been watching horror movies ever since.
Summer is that. The kills are pretty tame, and some scenes feel like filler, with improv-like dialogue that goes on too long, but at least the cast is solid and knows what kind of movie they're in. All in all, I didn't love it, because I've seen this all before, but it's fine, it's fun, and like I said, good baby's first horror movie. Oh shit, that's my cue. Hello, campers, and welcome back to another year here at Camp Raycon, sponsored by, say it with me now, Raycon! The only summer camp I ever went to was band camp, so I just heard that quote from American Pie all the time. How many will American die in Hell of a Summer? Let's find out and get to the kills.
That was pretty good.
The movie begins with a camping couple lounging by the lake. They've got guitars and bug zappers and everything.
Ow, damn.
Ow,
I thought you were gonna kiss me.
Kathy goes for beers, leaving John strumming himself by the fire, but ain't gonna be no happy endings for him. After Kathy gets back, she finds John choking on his guitar.
Damn.
Now the poor guy's a ghost note. Kathy takes off and makes it to her car, but when her headlights turn on, her eyes go like she were staring at him. That's because the killer is behind her, and here's your weekend update. A knife is in the back of her head. Great kill here, very well constructed. John and Kathy were the owners of Camp Pineway, which is currently filling itself with future victims. They're counselors, setting up for the season before the campers arrive. The same premise of the OG Friday the 13th. The senior-most counselor is Jason Hochberg, a 24-year-old returning for his 8th year at camp, much to the chagrin of his mom.
$100 a week is hardly employment.
Money's money.
Up to 115.
I mean, it was either this or join a paddling team in Maui. Jason's arrival at camp was done to a great needle drop day after day by Badfinger, and shot with a reverence that the character clearly feels for the place. That is a man-child at peace.
A bad day at Pineway is better than a good day anywhere else.
Too bad most of the other counselors don't want him there. That includes Mike, a handsome bro who keeps telling a fake-ass story about a time he beat up a cop.
Officer.
I can't tell. is this guy black? I legit can't tell.
I forgot something. Forgot to mention, I'm a liar.
Bam! He's got no reservations, dog. There's also Demi, a hot, popular chick who, as you might have guessed, wants to be an influencer. Ezra is the camp theater
Yeah.
nerd who takes his theatrics seriously and keeps his insults on theme.
I think that you may be perfect for the role of Old Man Geppetto.
And wannabe filmmaker Ari is a surly
I can like
scowly
Geppetto.
type who's overcome some obstacles in his life.
I like
I know
Pinocchio.
this, but I grew up with a mildly severe nut allergy.
Yeah, I think you might have mentioned it.
Shannon there is one of the less dickish counselors, but she's basically just a love interest for Christian, or Chris. He's a very agreeable
Oh,
fellow,
hey.
played by co-writer and co-director Finn Wolfhard, star of Stranger Things, the It movies, and your teenage daughter's bedroom wall. Chris is here
Well,
with his best
damn,
friend
damn,
Bobby,
damn.
played by the other writer and director, Billy Brick. Bobby's not quite as agreeable.
I know he's your best friend, but like he's also kind of an asshole.
Oh, no. He just looks and acts like one.
Nah, he definitely is. Constantly
He just
whining
looks and acts
about
like
how hot
one.
chick Demi's dating hot bro Mike instead of him. Nah, well, at least his shirt shouts out the juiciest Saw character. The only counselor here who
Hoffman.
seems to
Ah,
like
I
Jason
get
is
it.
Claire, and she might even like him. Check it out.
Do you think you could help me with my like form or whatever?
Too bad Jason's got less game than the woods in Wrong Turn. He's a pro-level fumbler. Even when he's trying to flirt with her, he just comes off sounding like fucking Olaf from Frozen.
Romance for Claire.
He's got little snowman arms and everything. Claire's played by
That really did sound like an Olaf accent.
Abby Quinn, one of the more experienced
Almost said Olafian. That is not even a thing.
members of the cast. She was in M. Night Shyamalan's Knock at the Cabin. She's an excellent
Ooh,
co-lead
good movie.
alongside Jason's actor Fred Heckinger, who we've seen on the count in all 3 of the good Fear Street movies. Heckinger is great here and has a huge career ahead of him, I promise you that. I mean, he's already been in everything from 8th Grade to White Lotus to Nickel Boys to Gladiator 2. Hell of a start to a
Cool.
career for a hell of an actor. Jason pops into the
That's
office
really great
sounding
for
like
him.
Jack Voorhees.
Here's Jason.
But John and Kathy
Huh.
aren't there. They're dead. Jason don't know that though. He just thinks they're gone for a few days, which means he's in charge. Not that he has
No, quick question though. Where the hell are the bodies?
any actual control over these rowdy counselors and their hedonistic ways. Ah, look at them, drinking, smoking, just asking to be killed. Surprised they ain't playing strip Monopoly. Hell of a Summer was filmed in 19 days at a summer camp near Toronto. It might have been the first summer camp that the filmmakers ever went to.
Well, Finn never had a childhood.
In fact, Wolfhard Brick and Star Heckinger, who was also a producer, had never gone to summer camp as kids, but hoped to accurately recreate the vibes.
We all had this shared kind of aspirational romantic longing for like a summer camp experience that none of us ever had.
It worked for the cast. They bonded over camp activities during production.
Will it not? That's a real thing. A lot of people have like a desire for an experience that they just never experienced.
Even making each other
Very
friendship
common.
bracelets, which the characters wear in the film. That night, most of the counselors make s'mores around the fireplace. Demi's not there though. She's preening in her cabin when someone suddenly appears in her doorway. Next thing you know, cross-cut with Jason chopping wood, blood is splattered all over her vanity mirror, putting an end to Demi's
the first
vanity.
step.
Later, a counselor named
I know, third, but still.
Riley sneaks away
New
for
group.
a midnight snack. She's a vegan, thinking it'll save the world Astrid and Lily style. Bob even tried to use it to get into her pants.
You do realize how disgusting the dairy industry is, right?
Like you might as well be eating meat if you're drinking,
Drinking milk. Jinx, you didn't let me finish.
God, that Bobby's an asshole. Turns out Miley's convictions aren't as well done as her tofu burger, because she's craving the meat right now. Cruelty be
Meat.
damned. Before she can get a sinful
Meat.
bite in, though, a devil man shows up and murders her with an off-screen slash. A nearby P and Mike hears Miley scream, and when he comes inside, gets jump-scared by the killer and a cutaway. Jason is doing his rounds, telling the others about the group activities he has planned for tomorrow, when he goes to Demi's cabin and finds her bloody body in the bunk.
Oh,
He runs to
whoa.
the rec room and screams about the murder, saying Demi's dead and their phones were all stolen. They had been collected in a basket earlier. The others don't take him seriously, with Ezra assuming he's doing some kind of murder mystery activity. He takes them to the
No, this ain't no activity.
cabin
We
where
got a
Demi's
dead
body
body.
has disappeared. Ha, killers. Always moving dead bodies around. Probably a good workout. Still, there's enough blood here to send everyone into a panic.
Oh, yeah,
They find
most
they're
likely.
unable to escape. Not only are their tires punctured, the killers also destroyed their car.
I mean, the average human weighs roughly 200 pounds, give or take 50 in both ways. So yeah, moving a dead body around would be like great training for at least upper body if you're carrying it, and lower body if you're dragging it.
Batteries. The counselors take refuge in a cabin in the first of many scenes that are pretty underlit throughout the movie. Shit, I might have to.
This is underlit.
Yeah, just give it the old AVP Requiem
thank you.
treatment. This time at the start of the dark footage, not at the very end. Jason volunteers to check the camp's landline phone, but Claire says he can't go alone. Shannon agrees.
It's way too dangerous, Bobby. Why don't you go with him?
Shannon is hater of the year with his Bobby.
Wow,
feed.
okay.
They draw cards to see who
hate.
has to go with him, and it's theater kid Ezra and Ari the Grouch. Both of these guys have been on the kill count before. Ezra is Matthew Finlan, who was an orphan first kill, singing his favorite Gambino song.
This is America.
And Ari is Daniel Gravel, who was a featured extra in Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Yeah, there he is. As the others hang back, protected by Bobby's bear spray, Jason and the low draws head to the cafeteria. They find the phone line deader than Jason's game.
Damn.
I said you ain't got
Dead.
no game! In the kitchen, they notice blood seeping out of the fridge. They open it to discover Miley's head, or a blurry head-shaped blob if you're watching the public version of this video. YouTube just
That makes
cannot
sense.
stand severed heads. Come on, YouTube, live a little. They're set running scared by Miley's
Yeah,
head.
come on.
Maybe too much teeth? Jason gets back first due to his superior cowardice, leaving the others behind. They turn to a counselor named Noelle for help, since she's supposedly psychic. Or at least she looks and acts the part.
claims
She
to
uses a
be.
Ouija board to ask if the missing Ezra is dead, but he's not. He's right here. And now, thanks to Bobby, he's got bear spray in his eyes.
Oh,
Rick and
that's
Wolfhard said
Bonds.
they were sick of movies where characters became heroes in dangerous situations. So they wrote characters who were flawed and who became even bigger idiots when shit hit the fan.
You would think that
Oh yeah.
everyone's sort of most heroic part of themselves would come out, but like in reality, it's probably everyone's most insecure and stressed out version of themselves.
The two met on the
I
set
can
of
see that.
Ghostbusters Afterlife and bonded over a shared love of Jake and Amir. They vibed so much writing the screenplay, they finished the first draft in just 2 weeks. So in sync, they sometimes wrote the same joke independently. Their friendship with each other and the rest of the cast is apparent.
Now that
especially with
is
all
nice.
the giggles they had on set. It's kind of funny when the directors are the ones messing up the most takes.
Where's everyone? I don't know.
Ari doesn't make it back to the cabin with the others. He's been captured.
Oh, no.
The killer's got him tied up and submissive. Instead of stabbing him with that sharp knife, though, the killer's gonna make use of Ari's deadly nut allergy. This scene is hilariously shot. A jar of peanut butter has never seemed more sinister.
Oh, this is. You know what? I can't say a damn word.
I love it.
Move
Unfortunately, instead of getting a tourist trap kill but with peanut butter, Ari's killed off screen. His body's seen being dragged away by the killer a little bit later. Ezra recovers with the help of some
And just by the swelling on his eyes, yeah, he did die from anaphylactic shock.
shades and throws shade on Jason, accusing him of being the killer. Everyone but Claire immediately jumps aboard the theory, mostly basing their suspicion on a single fact.
You're like 45 and you still go to summer camp.
Yeah! I'm only 24!
Damn,
Ow,
this one
hey.
charges. Since Jason won't admit to anything, the others leave to get torture weapons to force him to talk. That's a little
pizza
extreme.
cutter?
Claire takes the opportunity to sneak back and knock out Jason's guard Bobby with a fire extinguisher.
Dong.
from toe. Damn, man, I feel like that could have killed him. They flee Jason.
That would have killed most people, or caused some serious head trauma.
Be torturers, missing out on the chance for some much-needed liquid nourishment.
Fine. Stay dehydrated.
In the woods, Jason and Claire find the bodies of camp
What the fuck was that?
owners John and Kathy. She wants to
There
keep
we go,
running, but
finally.
he'd rather pull a Jack Shepherd.
We have to go back.
Even though the other counselors tied him up and were about to have like a rat burrow into his chest or something, he says that he forgives them. He heads back to save them from the killer, urging Claire to keep running ahead for help. The remaining counselors decide to look for their missing cell phones, and of course, they split up to do it, which is why
And
Noelle winds
dumb.
up in the art room by herself. The killer appears behind her and adds her to the count with a simple knife stab to the back. When they go to crush her head with a painted rock, we see a second masked devil appear. Hold on to your
Wait,
canteens, kids.
what?
There are two killers in this movie. The killer's
Bum
devil
bum.
mask was inspired by Carnival Funhouse entrances and the mass-produced Ben Cooper Halloween masks from the 50s and 60s, the same kind of mask we have as part of the podcast set. As
Hey,
for who
that's
the
nice.
killers are, well, Chris accidentally walks right in on them. They're the previously assumed dead Demi and Mike. And yes, I did put up a kill graphic for Demi, but I lied about her death and other details. I promise that the count will be accurate from here on out. Lucky for these little schemers, Chris is is an idiot.
You guys are alive!
So the killers escape suspicion and learn that the others believe it was Jason.
Yeah,
You'd think that'd be
great.
great for them. But apparently Demi wanted to become famous and known for killing a bunch of people. But then you'd be famous, but like in jail. Her accomplice
Yeah,
Mike points
famous
out
in
the
jail.
obvious. They can instead get famous by being the sole survivors of a massacre. Just pull a Jill and Charlie up in this bitch. She only agrees if they make sure everyone else dies.
Maybe.
I am not competing for camera coverage.
They start with Ezra when he's on stage practicing a monologue. One of them comes in, breaks Ezra's ankle with a stomp, then kills him with an axe swipe to the head. Oh, they're showing this one too. It is bloody. Great stuff. Jason gets back to camp
Good
and
shit.
retrieves his wood chopping axe. He sneaks inside only to come across Mike, who kicks him unconscious and ties him up. Womp womp. Mike puts his fingerprints on all the murder weapons, and Demi applies eyeshadow? Wait, why? What am I missing here? When they're alone, Jason asks Demi
that
if
is
Mike's
weird.
making her do this.
Oh my god. My hormonal female brain, it can't think for itself. I'm so indecisive, and thank God a strong man came along and convinced me to murder people. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's not all. He literally was just asking what. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. It's a movie. You're an idiot. Go to hell.
Yeah, I
you
know.
are.
She's been
You are.
wanting to kill her
You
fellow
literally
counselors
are.
for years, especially sad sack pathetic Jason. Mike dons the devil mask and goes out
God.
to kill some more, but he ends up eating bottle shard courtesy of Claire, who's come back to help. She and Bobby discover that Mike is the killer.
You miss me? No, you classically handsome piece of shit.
Claire runs off to
Classically
find
handsome
Jason
piece
while
of
Bobby
shit.
and Mike get into an all-out dude bro fight. They're knocking
Nah.
over snacks. They're breaking furniture.
That
They're
one was
ruining
bad,
beer
James.
pong
I'm
for the
sorry.
rest of us. Thanks a lot, guys. I had next. The warfare continues as Mike grabs a pocket knife and Bobby grabs a Yule log. Shit, is this match sponsored by Adult Swim? He tries to hit him in the face with festive flames, but he misses, allowing Mike to get the upper hand. Mike punches Bobby's face like you were trying to beat a free toad lick out of it. Then there's a weird tangent where Mike gets a boner? I don't know, man. Not all
what
this
the
movie's
hell?
humor works for me. But I do like when Bobby says he's willing to help Mike and Demi, then uses Mike's lame-ass words from the cop story against him.
I forgot to mention. I'm a liar.
Oh, stab!
Mike returns
Yes!
the favor and stabs Bobby in the gut, but the throat wound is far more lethal, and Mike keels over dead. Claire
You
charges
did
in
it.
on Demi and Jason, wielding a bow and arrow. There's some hesitation, but earlier character beats come into play, and she looses it straight into Demi's eye. Ha! Get it in your eye! It's not enough to kill her, but I guess a stomp from Claire is, since we
There we
hear a
go.
blood spurt, and that's the end of that. I mean, the killers are dead. They're basically home free,
Finally.
save for Bobby, who's bleeding out in the middle of a burning
Oh,
building.
wait,
Good
crap.
thing J-Man's on the case and saves that little asshole. There, little asshole. There. As dawn
We gotcha.
emerges, Chris kisses Shannon, this time on the mouth, and there's a really pretty shot of Claire and Jason by the lake. The movie ends with the two of them talking about their future and smooching as well. Good for them. Were there a hell of a lot of bodies in Hell of a Summer? Let's find out and get to the numbers.
Only
Where I
8?
hear there are a bunch of thirsty counselors. Don't worry, y'all. I'm coming to
Oh
help.
no, those guys are so full, James. Oh no, a single wrong step and it's all going everywhere.
Oh, God. Why are these so full?
Yeah.
Surface tension doing a lot of work.
Oh god.
8 people died in Hell of a Summer, and since Chris cares about gender equality,
look at
we
that.
have 4 male victims and 4 female victims. As
It's
shown
a
there.
perfect
We've seen this
split.
count break down 5 previous times on the kill count, though the last time was nearly 5 years ago with the Prowler. Remember that one? Major
No, I
Tatham!
don't.
With a runtime of 88 minutes, Hell of a Summer had a kill on average every 11 minutes even. I'll give the Golden Chainsaw for who was killed to Ezra. Not
Impressive.
only does it give us the most gore, that scalp peeling is great, but even the non-bloody part is good when we see his head get hacked in silhouette. Gold Machete for lamest kill will go to Noel, done off with a quick and simple stab to the back. And that's
Yep,
it. Hell of
low
a Summer
screen.
premiered in 2023, but had its wide release in 2025. Co-creators Brick and Wolfhard are reportedly working on a reboot of Idle Hands next. Hope they can do it justice.
Hands.
Until next time, I'm
Never
James
heard
H.
of it.
Neese. This has been the Kill Count.
On the next kill count.
Alright everyone, before we finish off today's video, let's see which will be on the docket for next week.
There she is, the almost birthday girl, here for another kill count.
I'm telling you, she's not ready for this.
Of course she is, because this week we're looking at
FBI.
Longlegs.
Okay, let's take a look.
Longlegs is the 4th film from Osgood Perkins, a director who doesn't monkey around when it comes to getting under your skin.
Prayers don't do a goddamn thing.
What is this?
Micah Monroe stars as Agent Lee Harker, an FBI rookie with a penchant for puzzles.
Is it scary being a lady FBI agent?
Oh, just be scared of being an FBI agent in general.
Yeah, it is.
This darling starling is hunting a killer whose crimes are so heinous, they might just get us demonetized.
It's an algorithm. His algorithm.
His identity? Nick Cage, giving a performance that's absolutely...
really?
Cuckoo. Cuckoo.
That is indeed him.
Cuckoo. Cuckoo. So this week, remember to wear your long legs to the movies. And you'll be there. And you'll be there.
I don't get what the hell this is.
Then this Friday, come collect your kill count from all your friends at Dead Meat. Hail Satan.
Yeah, I feel a little uncomfortable with that movie. So that means it's doing its job. Alright everyone, that's going to be the end of today's video, and I hope you all enjoyed this. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Link to the original will be in the description below, and I'll see y'all next time when we flick back on. Till then, this is Fox, signing out. Peace.